the fucking stretcher, you put them on, you have to pick it up, and you have to coordinate with each other to run away. It's also very G. Sometimes it just fucking kills people, or like will stop you from walking, or the pros though are that it's actually very, very fast maneuver of a casualty. And finally, there is the load and unloading of the vehicle. This is done with the ace action key and is literally, well, nearly instantaneous. An example of this would be, part of the fire team is in a Humvee. You're under contact. A man goes down. He's suppressed enough to move the vehicle up. If you move the vehicle up, the buddy can quickly ace interact the vehicle, load person into a vehicle, and the vehicle can just get out of there. That's an incredibly quick way of doing it. The only problem is it needs a little bit of experience. You need to kind of know what you're doing, and doing it wrong could end up in the buddy dead, run over, or the casualty run over and dead. So just keep that in mind. So after we've extracted the casualty, we move on to the observation phase, which is the casualty has to be stabilized if you haven't already done it due to catastrophic bleeding. So that's applying your bandages. And depending on the situation, you either stabilize to a level where that person will keep essentially alive, which is where they only need epinephrine and only need morphine. And then you go back to your squad security tasking until you are deemed a safe enough area to perform the rest of the treatment. The rest of the treatment, of course, is morphine and epinephrine to get them up. And just a quick note here is that the latest iteration of ACE Medical always has the morphine and medical options present. They will always be there if you have them in your kit. So you need to be very, very careful here. Because in a future, I think it might even be the next iteration, they will implement overdosing, which means morphine will kill a person and epinephrine will kill a person if too much goes into them. So you have to use your examine button and pay attention to what it says in the top left. So anything like a weak pulse, is unconscious, light pain, moderate pain, heavy pain, all needs to be dealt with morphine and epinephrine. The other thing is, which I've noticed, is if somebody is unconscious, it might not necessarily, well, it won't tell you if there's pain. And would anybody hazard a guess to why it won't tell you the casualty has pain?
Because the person can't talk.
Exactly, because the person is unconscious, so you don't know there's any pain going on there. So it used to show you if the person was in pain unconscious, but now it doesn't. Nice, it's actually really nice. So, but the old system is still in place, and that person needs epinephrine and morphine to wake up. So you're going to put epinephrine to this guy, you're going to examine him again, and it's just going to be like, X is unconscious, and it might just say that. You will need to give morphine to that person to wake them up. So just keep that in mind, bear that in mind when you're going along. The other thing is to prep you guys for the future. If you've given someone morphine, make sure you keep in your head how many morphine you've given to a person. Because when, the fucking field medic rolls along, attached to the platoon, goes to this guy, starts putting morphine into him, and you've already given him a shot, he could overdose and die. So just keep that in mind. And then finally, the other thing is, during casualty observation is, if it is the revive script, you're going to need to do CPR every once in a while to make sure he's alive. You're not going to know the timer, so try and keep it in your head. Roughly like every 1 to 2 minutes, give him CPR just to restart the timer. The other thing is, if he is of some sort of importance, he's an RTO, he's a squad lead, he's a platoon lead, vehicle commander, platoon sergeant, any type of position where he might need to be talked to, that's when you use the stabilize function. You use stabilize, it might take a long time, the casualty will wake up, you'll be able to ask your questions, he'll be able to give out his orders, and then he'll pass out again. Make sure you have bandages ready in case that happens. And then this bit is very important for CLS, and is the last part of actions on casualties. It's not so much an action, actually, you're very far into it right now. This is the part where you request your medical aid, you put your information up. So the first thing to do is you prepare for evacuation to the CCP, or you prepare for the inbound medical team. So to do that, you have to first concentrate all wounded in one location. If you're running low on medical supplies, you have to triage and make sure the medic knows where and who needs to be treated first. And you also need to note all the information so when the medic rolls in, he instantly knows. I'll explain all of these terms later if you're staying along for the field medic. Actually, also easier. So you've got one guy with broken legs, you've got 2 guys unconscious, you've got 2 guys who are bleeding and we don't have bandages. So the medic instantly comes in and knows everything he needs to do. And then, obviously, at your own initiative with the squad leader's consent, you can set up a squad level CCP where the fire team leaders can just bring their casualties and drop them there, waiting for evac. So that is the entire actions on casualties portion. Does anybody have questions in regards to that at all?
Yeah, Duke asked a question. I'm not sure if you saw it. He's wondering, is there any particular order that you would apply morphine and epi? Like, would you do epi first and morphine, or morphine first and epi if someone's unconscious?
If they're unconscious, I mean, in reality, obviously put epinephrine in. I always just put epinephrine in first because, as I said, in real life, if someone's unconscious, you want to give epi first because there's no point giving somebody morphine whose heart stopped. But in game, you're going to need to give both, and from what I've seen, there seems to be no detriment to doing one first and the other second. When a person is actually conscious, you will get an epinephrine option, but you need to throw in the morphine first, or he'll pass it. Pain management is something which is key in this new ACE medical system. By the way, I think I said it before, but just to go over it again. If you're in pain, or if your buddy is in pain, or if you're the combat lifesaver and someone in the squad is in pain, you need to constantly monitor those people, because they will pass out every fucking 10 seconds. It is ridiculous. If you are in pain yourself, you need to cease your movement. You need to stop any type of exertion and just kind of hold in your position and kind of maneuver around while walking, because you'll pass out if you do any running. Yeah, so I'm all that. I should probably alt that back in. So, is there any questions other than that? Alright, cool, that's everything. So essentially, this will allow you to be... All this information will allow you to act as a combat lifesaver within the squad. Practically, the way to do this would be to approach the squad leader, ask if you can be the CLS, let him know that you know how to deal, you know how to fucking prep people for evac, you know, that type of stuff. Your job would be to carry extra medical supplies than everybody else, so 3 times your evac and some morphine epi. For either, if you can't use it, for the medic coming in case he needs spares, or if you can use it, obviously just use it on like key targets such as the squad lead. It also allows you to effectively give buddy aid, as well as fucking let people know how to do buddy teams. But I mean, the CLS portion is rather short. So I mean, does anyone have any questions pertaining to combat lifesaver, buddy aid, anything like that at all before I finish here? No? We good? Alright, so I'm required to give an exam at the end of every essentially before I give a tag, to give an exam for people. So I actually do have something set out for you guys, as you heard at the very start. It is a very, very short 10 or 9 question what's it called? Exam, multiple choice question. Very, very easy. If you've been paying attention, you'll get it. No problem. I'll give you the form right now. If you guys all hit escape and I'll tab, I'll put it into the bottom of the channel. I'll need your name. Your name will be, you just fill your name out in the form, fill the questions, and then if anybody who is leaving now, who doesn't want to take part in the field medic portion, please poke me and let me know so I can give you the tag before you leave. I'll get that there for you. Okay, is everybody all tabbed?
Yeah, well, times.
Yes.
Okay, so it's 23:02 on my clock, so I'll give you guys to 23:07 to complete all of this, and we'll see how we do. Alright, there you go. I'll be back in a second. Jackson and Death, let's see, Virox. Would you mind popping into my ops real quick?
Sure.
Guys, when you finish your what's it called, questionnaire exam type thing, feel free to take a small break, 10-minute break, and we will resume after that, or a fire break, whatever. Just get your drink and your fire breaks in. Guys, I just got poked with something interesting enough, or sorry, that I didn't note. If I don't say function after the word stabilized, I mean in the sense of preventing somebody from dying. I don't mean the actual option in game. Just to give you guys a heads up.
And if we finish, we can just turn it in.
I hope I didn't fail.
Everybody had the same answers? Same answer? No, sorry, the same questions on the form?
We should all cheat.
Who knows?
Or 5.
Thing that always gets me are the little acronyms.
Well, at least I know I got number 1 right.
Okay.
I can't hear you, Nostradamus. Can't hear you.
I hate
I was
tests.
muted.
There you go.
Test your knowledge.
Yes, I hear you.
Failed.
Oh, they're all gone! Yeah, we can cheat now.
No cheating.
Nope. Is that
I
lost?
totally pwned that test.
I didn't know the answers. Number 1 through 9.
What was question 15?
I don't know, Art hit submit, so...
Always one, always
Yes,
one.
And the survey says...
Hey, you take this other survey and you can get free money.
I failed. Woo.
What is this?
Alright. Can you see whether you passed or not?
Nope.
So they're gonna tell you.
Nope, what?
Yes,
It doesn't tell you if you answered any of it correctly. It's a survey, so it gets sent to Falk and he grades it.
Yes.
Did he tell us a minimum that we could have got wrong?
No, he didn't.
Do all
you get them all right.
Do
I
all
mean, it's-
UOTC courses have exams now?
No.
No.
Convoy
I think
course
they're
didn't
gonna
have
start.
one.
The familiarization didn't have one, so...
This is kind of a serious thing, I guess. So
Yeah, the
it's necessary
convoy.
to know what you do
Well-
in medic, so you don't kill someone.
They are adding quizzes, tests at the end of them. They may not have them right now, but they are adding them.
That's good.
Good thing I'm gonna take them all before it.
Here at UO, we try and make everything legit.
True.
Alright guys, so that is that finished. Hopefully you all got it done.
How many are we allowed to miss?
Say again?
How many are we allowed to miss before we fail?
I haven't really thought that far ahead. Just kinda hoped everyone would answer the questions.
So I actually did fail miserably.
Well, Static,
Yes.
the question where it said, what should you do with somebody who can't walk, and you answered, put a bullet through their head.
That's messed up.
That's a mercy. Don't you give him a gun and a hand grenade and leave him there?
Yeah.
That's
Martyrdom, get used to it.
Okay, what
Yeah.
do you do with somebody who's been laying there for 20 minutes, passed out?
I mean, Static just
Booby
said shoot him in the
trap him?
head. Static just keeps saying shoot him in the head, so I mean...
He's static.
Well, in that situation, I agree with Static. Just shoot them already. They've been sitting there wasting their time.
Wait a minute, 20 minutes? That means it's a bugged mission. You need to report it.
In real life, actually, you have to disarm anybody who has been like seriously wounded, take all weapon off them, all type of shit. All that crazy stuff.
So they don't kill themselves.
Yeah, so they don't do something crazy. Like, you know, wake up in a fucking combat hospital and with people around them and like fucking pull a pistol. Something fucking crazy.
What are you doing?
Can we go over the answers real quick?
Yeah, we can indeed.
Fucking kill you.
Oh wow, why did I even submit it?
We can indeed. So, the first question is, what's your name? And Static seemed to have misspelled his name, so nice job, Static.
Fail.
So that's one down for you. On the second question, what is the main role of a combat lifesaver? So the main role of a combat lifesaver is to bridge, buddy aid, and field medical aid.
Yay!
Yay!
The third question, what is the most important rule of first aid? Is, as always, self-safety, self-preservation. The question 4, what would you use in a situation where a casualty is catastrophically bleeding and you need to move them ASAP? The answer is combat application tourniquet. And question 5, what is the importance of an IFAC? The answer is to have medical supplies ready to immediately use on yourself only. Question 6, during self-aid, where should oneself begin treatment? The answer is behind cover or concealment. Question 7, during actions on casualties, what is the first step? The first step is notifying FTL with man down call. Question 8, in what situation would you stabilize the casualty before moving to cover? Catastrophic bleeding is the answer to that. And question 9, the final question, what should a combat lifesaver do after stabilizing the wounded? And the answer is gather casualties in one area.
Awesome.
Sweet, I got them all right.
I passed.
I got the most retarded one wrong.
I haven't actually. There's a couple of wrong answers here. The last one was supposed to be a little bit more slightly ambiguous, and you have to pay attention to the actions on casualty. So that this is the most margin of error. So what should a CLS after stabilizing the wounded? The first one was 8 begin advanced treatment. 8 against that. The second one was gather casualties in one area. That was 21. And the last one was call medic and leave casualties. And 4 people answered that one. So obviously, after you stabilize the wounded, the first thing you want to do is gather them into one concentrated area. And only when you've concentrated all the casualties do you begin your advanced treatment, such as triage, morphine, and epinephrine.
CCP.
Never, ever, ever, ever do you leave casualties. Ever. So I can find out the 4 people who answered that question, but don't ever leave your casualties. Even if there's a medic on the way, you can see him 100 meters away, never leave your casualty, ever. I suppose that's one thing to take away from that. So we had 8 questions. So what type of pass rate do I want to do on this? Jackson, actually, you probably know better than me. Do you want to poke me with a pass rate for 8 questions?
Sorry, say again.
A pass rate for an 8-question exam. Would it be like 7 or 6 rather?
That will be 6.
6. Alright.
Then we all failed.
Static. You're not allowed to talk.
Do we get a point for our name?
Yeah.
Do indeed. Everyone gets the combat lifesaver tag. So is there any questions for anything so far we've covered, or is anybody going to be leaving us?
Depends if I pass.
Good point, Ashley.
Hold up, so the second part, what do you get for that?
Question, which one, sorry?
The second part, if we stay, what do we get for that? Do we get like another badge?
Field medic.
Medals.
So we get
This is the first course. This is the first course that's been done that we've had 2 tags threaded.
Okay.
So DM, you want to leave casualties.
That question should be automatic.
You got everything else right though, so congratulations. Hopefully I don't get removed for signing all these tags.
Just add Verox to it.
Yeah, there's not much else I can be removed from, is there?
Sage.
Yes.
The one you I got wrong there was question 2, which was to assist the platoon leader in medic situations. A CLS is not really in a position to tell a platoon leader what to do in a situation like that.
Alright.
Who's this? Brazda, you pass on the dot with 6. You got number 9 wrong and number 4 wrong. Sammy, you take 6, 1 wrong, you're passed.
Yep, thank you.
This bit is rather straightforward, but everyone likes to have tags, don't they? Wub, you pass.
Oh shit.
By the skin of your teeth. I think everyone's pretty much passed.
Static?
No, Static, you did not pass.
Oh.
You never pass.
Yeah, Static, get out.
Is Nova here? Nova?
He left.
Yeah.
No, well he passed anyway. Nice job, Nova. Right, passed. Although, was there a date behind that? No, there was not. AFK for half the brief, Mike Wazowski.
Yeah, okay. But I think I used it.
Yes, you did.
Oh, I need a combat jack.
Probably should have made this a little bit more complicated, you know.
Not at all.
Scale, you're through. 1 wrong, which was the last one. Tazel, my star student. Fucking collecting tags like us. Static question.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Static, you actually failed.
Yes.
You got 2 right.
I wasn't here for any of the course, so.
He actually put
That's
a
why-
no. He actually put a question mark beside his name, like he wasn't sure. Zeko, you got it.
Yay!
Let me just double check this real quick. Yeah. Edwards, you got it. Aprenz, got it.
Yeah.
Duke, got it.
Yay.
Can you guys assign these tags while I call the names out? Jack and Virox, and yeah, Jack and Virox.
How, sorry, who?
The last two names I called out there was Duke. Who else, guys? Aprenz, Duke, Aprenz, and I think it was Edwards, was it?
Yeah.
Duke, Aprenz, and Edwards. So let me know when you get those ones.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay, I'll give Bertrand. Nice job. Oh shit, I gave you the wrong one. I can't take it away,
Duke,
so that's...
Edward, and who was it?
And Aprenz.
Apprentice, oh right. Okay, done.
Morley, please. You got it.
Done.
Lewis got it.
Done.
Nos got it. Okay. Nos got it.
Yep.
I just gave it to him there. Def got it. Give it to him. Def, you're missing a lot of classes.
I've done them all!
Graves got it, Jack. And then I'll give it to Nita, who got it. Kalo got it, Jack. And I'll give this one to Whitehead. Nice job, Whitehead.
How many rounds ahead?
Who is this, sorry?
Nito.
Nito, go back.
Just for curiosity.
Yeah, no worries. Alright.
Okay.
Nice one.
Yeah, I had the best instructor ever.
Oh, you didn't call me out.
I'm still going though, don't worry.
Okay.
Alright, Va got it, nice job, Va. Jack, can you give one to Reggie, please? Anthony,
sure.
Give one to you. Can you give one to Uber Cheeks, please? Uber was another one of our lead the casualties. Answers.
I promise I never will.
I'll give it to Hey Sunk, he got it. Jack, could you give one please to Andre? I'll give one to Legion. Alright, that should be everybody who took the thing. Nice job. I think everyone except for Static passed. It's a good pass rate. So before I continue,
everyone?
Let me go back. Let me check.
Everybody should check yourself.
Before you wreck yourself.
If you don't have your tags, then yell.
You just did.
Hey guys, about tags. I've done, well, not every, but nearly every course out there, but I haven't got tags because I couldn't bother before. Who can I contact to get them fixed?
How long ago did you do the courses?
Oh,
yeah,
it's been a while,
contact
man.
your instructors, or you can also contact me. I'll then check the forums and I'll check with the instructors.
Enix is missing tags, and Bertrand also has the field medic already.
I accidentally gave it to him, but don't know how to take it away. Don't let me.
Yeah, thanks.
Enix, I don't have a form from you here.
Well, I remember I forgot to sign up the name, but I did send it.
Oh yes, you forgot to sign your name.
Yep, pretty much.
He failed.
Okay, that actually prevents me from seeing any of your answers. So I'm just gonna have you the benefit of the doubt. Because I don't like failing people. Alright, there you go.
Thanks.
Except for
I like the fact that Static is the only one that failed, that just makes it even funnier.
Give him a pop quiz.
Essentially, as long as you guys are comfortable that you've learned something here from what T-Hawk has demonstrated today, he's more than happy to give you the tags.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're not, then just voice that you're not happy and, we can help you with that. We'd rather make sure that you're going away with something that you're happy to exercise on the server than something that you're not
No, you
sure
ruined
about
that
and you may
server.
still have questions behind.